besides being a celebrity and all of that you have to be humble. From childhood, one memory. Oh, Jesus. There's a time, I didn't grow up with my mother. I grew up with my auntie in Jinja. So I think I have a feeling this music thing has been inside me like since childhood. So there's a time my auntie took us, me and other kids, there's a place called Town Hall in Jinja for a concert. For the very first time, I got to watch almost all the artists that time who were there that time, who people haven't actually gotten a chance to watch. For example, the late Paulo Kafeero. There was Omukulu Sebata. There was all that. There was a name, I've forgotten the name that band had, where the Fred Mysos were, who all those ladies, bonabo abo. Abaliwo bonna be balabanga ba legend kati. Then nababako nga ndi muto. I think I was about 7, 8. So that was the biggest show in Jinja, and every time I watch these people on stage again, I recall the time I saw them when I was young. I'd never forgotten that moment because, here I'm an artist now, and I always share stages with them, and then I remember the time when I was young when I saw them, and they can't even remember. They cannot know I saw them when I was young. So, but I've ever told the story to Mukulu Sebata. I told him I saw you when I was a baby. And for some reason it's special because now these are people see right now. These are legends and living legends. Some are gone. May their souls rest in peace. Like Fred Mysos, who I loved so much. So I saw Irene, Mr. Lutaya, all of them when I was a baby. So for me, because it's about music, I think that's one moment I'll never forget, because these are people I see every day. I rub shoulders with them, and yeah, it's interesting for some reason. Yeah. The first person. There's a boy. Oh, aside myself, there's someone when I was starting to sing who really believed in me and who helped me while at campus, because I began at campus. He's called Dixon. I never stopped giving him his flowers, talking about him. He was just an underground promoter. But this boy got me on some of the small stages where I started singing from, and he pushed me so much hard to concentrate on myself as a solo musician, because then I used to sing with the band on acoustic guitar, like I always say, Mr. Harry Rang. I used to play the guitar and I used to sing. So me coming out as Lydia Jasmine, that boy has like 80% influence, and he really pushed me. He said, you know what, you need to do this now by yourself. I think I even recorded my first song with him in studio. Balita, I don't even remember the name, even though the song wasn't pushed, like we were just trying out for the first time. Whenever comes, it's called Gwendota. Yes, when you check, I don't know if it's on YouTube now. So slowly by slowly, I gained the confidence and the courage with his push, his help. We take the music in town. I remember there was B2K Selector, there was Bigo, BFX. If you know those guys, then you know what I'm talking about. So big up on Dixon. He believed in me before I got the big stages, before I got to the managers, before I got to, to be who I am. And I'm glad I still have him in my life, even if we're not really actively working. Every time I see him, every time I talk to him, I always say thank you and I appreciate him and give him his flowers. So he's called Dixon Promoter, abasinga bamumanyi, especially people in the industry. The one lesson, that's a hard one. I think loving people hard, even without expecting anything in return. Why am I saying it's a lesson? Most people who know me always tell me, hey Lydia, koyagala nnyo abantu, ngoyagala nnyo naye abantu, naye ng'oli nnyo, obeera nnyo n'abantu, you know. Why I'm saying it is a lesson, I have learned and accepted to be with people, because for me where I am here is people. It's been a lesson because sometimes you don't know who you'll need in the future. You don't know who you'll need when you're passing through a situation. So for me, I feel like I've loved on people so hard that even when I got nothing, like expecting nothing in return, for me it is a lesson because I am where I am because I think because of that. And I feel like people should always help people, be with people, be kind without expecting a lot in return, because I believe God blesses me that way. I get the divine blessings instead from God. It's hard, but when you think about it, you'll understand what I'm saying. Buli woyamba abantu nga okijje ku mutima gwo, could be through a lot of pain, you know. You sacrifice too much, you always get the divine blessings. And for me, it's the divine blessings from God. It's the favor we always get. You pass through this situation or that situation because of some good deed you did that you couldn't even remember, or you know. So for me, it's a lesson and it's something I keep living with every day. Standing on my own when I parted with my management. The first manager I ever worked with, I did not know I could go a long way alone. Like people used to say you can't do it when you're not with him. Or he actually also used to say I could not stand on my own. I would never go further. Like I had to be with him at all costs. But it was a challenge. It was a very hard time for me in the beginning. But then now, I think it's been one of the most powerful things when you talk about Lydia Jasmine and who I am and where I am today, is because I woke up one day and chose to move the way I knew I had to move. And I wasn't even afraid of moving alone. And I think I'm where I am because of the resilience. The fact that I kept going even when I was alone, and I proved all of them wrong. So I think it gave me a lot of motivation to work even harder every day to get to where I am now. I think growing up from a humble background without my parents, I went through so much. It wasn't easy at all. You know, when you don't have your parents by your side. Very humble background, by the way. You get to know life the hard way. So growing up to being Lydia Jasmine that I am today, I feel the need to help people. I love people. I love doing charity, because I know even if I help one person at a time, there is a lot, like I'm giving back, because then I needed it and I didn't get it, you know. Like then I feel like then I shouldn't have been through what I was through if I had just one person, one kind person coming out to me and helping me in so many different areas of life. But now that I have the ability to help when I can help, I feel like it is something I feel the need to do and enjoy doing and love doing. Also, I want people to remember me for being kind, spreading love. Besides being a celebrity and all of that you have to be humble at the same time, because I believe when you're humble, everything in life comes easy at some point. Not being taken up by the fame, by the money, by whatever it is, and remembering the humble background where you came from, knowing so many people are in that situation and you can help and you help. I want to leave that legacy behind, not just the music, because the music also is, I feel like music is it's a whole package. It comes with a lot of things. How have you impacted people's lives apart from the music? I have a child I adopted that I really love called Maria Mata. I haven't given birth to my own children, but now who knows if Maria Mata will grow up. Now she's a big girl. By the time I give birth to my kids, maybe growing up, she'll help my kids, So certain acts of kindness, sometimes we don't know what impacts they will have on people and on society. And the fact that I love people, I want to be kind and helpful, and I want to leave that legacy. Lydia did this and this and this. Aside the music, I have joy doing it. I feel joy doing it effortlessly. I can do it anytime, any day. And I think it's a beautiful thing. She was a kind person, generous and humble. Because most people don't know how to handle fame. Sometimes fame overpowers them. And a girl like Lydia Jasmine, who came from a humble background, I refuse to accept that. I keep in mind that I came from zero and I'm here, and I have to be appreciative of this. So I have to remain kind to people, loving on people, humble and helpful to the society in any way, even if it's the smallest way. For example, I have people I have people I pay fees for, and there's a girl right now, she's sitting her senior 6 next year. I got her from senior 1. So this person is going to graduate soon, and that's what I'm talking about. This person could be somebody big in future, and that would be legacy. For me, it will be Lydia Jasmine yansomesa okutuuka ku kino kyendiko, and this is a very bright girl who is always number 1 in class. So I have joy doing that, and I will keep being kind and keep doing what I can do to leave a positive impact on people's lives in society, to be remembered for that. Besides the music, I feel like music is not enough, even if music also impacts people in different ways. Because music, we sing about love, everyday experiences, life, we mend marriages, broken hearts, a lot of things, take away people's stress. Music is therapy itself. But I think because music puts you up here, you have to do a little bit more, outside the music. So that is me. And I feel like I haven't done what I have to do, but I'm trying, and I have a lot of dreams and plans. For example, my foundation that's coming up. So I pray I get to achieve it all, because I want to leave a very big impact on that. For me, to be kind, I feel like the world would be a better place if people were a bit more kind to each other. When you're kind, there are certain things you won't do. When you're kind, you think twice before doing something bad, because you have a heart inside you that beats for, you have a conscience. Kindness, because kindness is love. So for me, I preach for people to be more kind. It goes way, it's broad. Politicians, in politics, in society, families, friends, Hi guys, how you doing? It's your one and only Lydia Jasmine again and again and again. And I'm here on the Legacy Lines at Dancer Studios. Keep it locked. Don't move.